Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys, this is a DIY project I did to have a basically a punching bag stand in the backyard, get some cardio exercise. Um, Anyways, let me show you some of the parts. This paved area right here is pavers, sand, and stepping stones, and then I found it really wasn't holding together too well, so I put some cement around the outside. The whole thing's about 4 by 6, and it works out pretty good for a place to stand out here rather than just like standing in the dirt, and sometimes it's muddy out here. The pole that I used is 1.5 inches, so it's actually pretty strong. It's one of the larger sizes that they sell at Lowe's. Of course, I got the little cap on there, end cap, and a little joint piece, elbow. And this pole actually runs, it's actually, I had it cut down to 7 foot, but it was actually an 8-foot pole. It runs down into the ground about 2 feet below the ground. And as far as the base, like right here, it actually, the base below the ground actually extends clear out in this area. So it actually has quite a large base. And then I came up and I had to reinforce it with a medium-sized base right here. And then because the bricks were wobbling when I hit the bag, because I did it in 2 sections. You really have to do this in one complete section to get the cement to fuse together perfectly. So I also, I put in, when I built on more sections onto it, I put in what are the anchor bolts I drilled in, but apparently it wasn't enough to hold it sturdy. This really creates a lot of torque, and with the pool itself is actually pretty wobbly, and that vibration comes down and really can crack this cement apart. And of course there's quite a bit of rebar in there, help make it stronger. What I did here is I just took these blocks that you buy, cement cinder blocks, and I just put rebar down here, and also cement, just filled it with cement. And I actually had to fill it up probably, let's see, about 5 off the ground, and then there's 1 below the ground to get it to actually be fairly sturdy. And then of course just bought some hooks and stuff to attach it. And the bag is, it's about $20 online, but the problem is it's empty. There's really nothing in it. It just comes with the chain and the bag. So a cheap way to fix it, because my whole idea is I really didn't want to spend a lot of money, in the center you put a tube, a cardboard tube, and you fill it with rocks. And naturally you don't want to be punching and ever make contact with that tube full of rocks. That would hurt your hand. What you do is, what I did is I went to Salvation Army, and I got a bunch of blankets, and I cut them up into a little bit smaller pieces, like halves, and I just stuffed them really hard. You can't just like push them into the thing and be done. You have to really stuff them in there and pack them tight all the way up to the top. So it took like 3 or 4 they're actually like thick quilted blankets, and I just really stuffed them in there. And that was a cheap way to do it rather than buying some expensive filler at the store.